Good morning, everyone. So, few thoughts. Oh, thank you, universe. I'm running late for work and it's giving me a clear road. I had a really great conversation today. So, I missed yesterday, which today I believe is day 7 of my challenge within myself to lose half a pound of body fat every day for the next month. It's funny because I feel like that was my intention, and it's just like it's become a month of like super clarity around this realm that I've been working on for so long, which is like my weight and my body image and everything in between, like tied together. So I had a conversation with a coaching program today that works with like ending food I always forget this word, like having an unhealthy relationship with food and body image and stuff. And it was really fascinating because I feel like in the middle of that, which is wonderful, you know, and that's the point of these calls, is like to have all these aha moments. But I recognize that I tend to binge. I typically binge when I feel out of control internally, like a lack of purpose, a lack of feeling worthy, like a sense of self-worth. And like primarily those like kind of themes, right? It's like when I find myself binging the most. And what I found interesting was when I got off the phone, because we had to cut our conversation short because it ended up going over and I have to get to work, and so I had to get ready. But when I was walking to my car, I thought to myself, like, who would I be without eating? Who would I be, or what would be my purpose if I wasn't binging, or I didn't have this struggle or issue with food? And just because it was the first time that I was really invited to think about what would your life be like if you didn't have this problem at all. And I was like, I don't know a life. I don't remember. I know a life without this problem, but I don't remember a life without this problem because it's been so in my awareness for the last like so many years since I moved here, really. About 7 years ago is when I really started to get like really unhealthy with my body and food and stuff, and it just like has really domino affected. I think it's always been there maybe, but it's really domino affected into my life like within the last say 3 or 4 years. And so I was just thinking, you know, it's always been kind of in the forefront of like wanting to understand and do things, and I think like that brought clarity to this topic of like body image and food and wanting to be better. Me feeling less than has always propelled like my desire to want to be better. So then I was thinking, what would a life be like without the issue, you know? So I almost feel like I have created an identity around wanting to be better, but I needed this thing that I have deemed in my body, like my cells, my mind, my beliefs, everything that can't be fixed. Like it's just that thing that can't be fixed, so therefore I'm going to be struggling my whole life. And so I thought that was interesting to think like how sometimes we have these issues that we are seemingly our whole lives, right? But are these issues giving us purpose? And so So therefore, we're holding on to the issue, because if we didn't have an issue to solve, then what would be our purpose? And granted, I mean, we can logically ask ourselves or answer that question like, oh, there's so much purpose outside of this, but has our bodies and subconsciously have we developed beliefs and identities and programming around this is my purpose? So therefore it doesn't want to release the programming and the habits and the beliefs that perpetuate the pattern. So I urge you to ask yourself, is there an issue in your life where you're possibly holding on to a perceived issue that you've wanted to overcome because it brings a sense of purpose, and because it in some way motivates you to want to dig deeper, to want to put in the effort, but when it comes to actually ridding that issue, what would that do to your perceived sense of purpose? So today I'm going to spend today actually stepping into the me that doesn't have this as a problem, and allow this topic to really be let go of for once and for all, because I think the amount of times that I've signed up for things like this, I was in a place of, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. This is hanging out with me for the rest of my life. And this is the first time that I've ever even allowed myself to invite myself to genuinely bring into my body, is it possible that I don't have to? Is it possible that I can totally let go of this as an issue? And what does that look like? And I felt so much resistance around, this gives you purpose. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's not the kind of purpose that I want. So, yeah, sometimes, man, those subconscious things really have a hold on you. But I feel really great. Today, I've been maintaining. Yesterday I didn't drink as much water as I wanted to, and I had a pretty bingey day. Lots of carb loading, holy guacamole. But it's bringing a lot of clarity. So much shame is coming up that is needed to be felt and acknowledged. And so this has already just been such a clarifying experience that I'm just along for the ride and excited at what's to come. It's just literally an everyday thing. So intermittent fasting, check. Water, today I'm going to be better at, and I'm doing it. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. So this is days 6 and 7. So, oh, and it's sunny. Yay. All right, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.